Right, recording. So hi you guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm back with a new video, and we're gonna check out some boxing. And my favorite Mike Tyson is here. I'm not sure who he's coming up against. This video is called though, "This Tyson World Record Will Never Be Forgotten." So we're gonna see what we're gonna witness in this video. I'm not gonna ramble. Let's get straight into it. Let's go. Alrighty, let's go. Let's go.
Welcome back to the Big Fight Recap here on BLTV Classic. If you've been following the series so far, you'll know that we've been moving through Tyson's career chronologically, from his debut fight to the journeyman on to the contenders, where today we progress to the point of no return, World Championship Boxing.
I've got goosebumps on the line. The
Sounds like me.
Championship of the world.
At 20 years of age, Tyson was the youngest challenger for the heavyweight title in the history of the sport. Still, overcoming a big, strong, rough and ready Trevor Berbick, who was in his prime, experienced at world level, and 12 years Tyson Sr., on paper, was unquestionably the most demanding challenge Iron Mike had faced so far. Let's take a look.
Aww.
An 18-year-old Mike Tyson turned pro in March 1985. 10 months and 11 fights later, his trainer and mentor Customato passed away. 3 months after that, the then 19-year-old Dynamo started taking on respectable gatekeepers in the heavyweight division.
The most he could.
The thing that separated Tyson's hype from the average promising prospect was how he dealt with escalated talent.
Look at here, just laughing at him.
As bad as I've ever seen Donnie Long look.
So I wanted to hit him in the nose one more time so that bone could win up in the frame.
23-pound weight advantage.
Again. Who's the last guy to stop?
It's an important learning experience for Mike Tyson. He's going to have to be able to handle.
Run-of-the-mill journeymen like Mike Jamison, for example, put up a better fight than proven contenders such as Jesse Ferguson, just as Larry Sims posed a more attacking threat than the likes of Mitch Blood Green.
I'll fight any man alive, and I feel like
Yeah, we're not trying to see Don King.
anyone in the world.
Every size, shape, and stature was
Get him
dealt
off
with in
the
the
screen.
same dominant fashion.
Ugly snake.
In other words, Tyson's skill set transcended the
As
competition.
a pro fighter, I'm the master of the pinpoint. My shots are so accurate and so precise.
Much was the same once Tyson took on the top contenders, as Jose Rebalta took a life-altering beating for 10 rounds, right after Marvis Frazier was turned into 200 pounds of pancake batter inside 30 seconds.
Oh, I want some
I thought
pancakes.
I was going to stop him in the first round.
It usually takes a fighter, especially a young fighter, a few years of experience before they reach their peak. But in Mike's case, he appeared to be the finished article before he ever stepped foot in the squared circle.
If I'm going to do this, as soon as I get in the ring, it's a whole different story. I'm the killer then.
By August of '86, just 18 months into his fighting career, Tyson was the flag bearer for the most prized weight category in the sport. He had money, fame, and endorsements coming out of his rear end. But without a championship belt around his waist, his true legacy as a boxing great hadn't even answered the bell for the first round.
But HBO has announced just a couple of hours ago that we will air a series of heavyweight championship fights that will lead to the unification of the heavyweight championship, basically for the first time since Muhammad Ali.
It was at this point, Don King Promotions and HBO teamed up to eliminate the Deadwood from the rankings, launching the now fan favorite Unification Series, which saw all the major title holders and top contenders from each governing body battle it out in a knockout-style tournament that would see one fighter crowned as the
Like, don't think that, like, Don is a user. Just
undisputed champ within a short time span of only 18 months.
don't think that you gotta make money and be smart.
The Jamaican
People
brawler
dirty.
Trevor Berbick kicked off the
People do
tournament
that.
in March 1986
I'm not
with
naive,
a
but
well-executed win over
I don't have to
Pinkley
like
Thomas to win the WBC title. 3 weeks later, Larry Holmes duked it out with Michael Spinks for the second time. where once again the former light heavyweight
You see
champion
Don
was
King in the
fortunate
crowd.
to
We're
gain
not
the
trying to
judges'
see him. He should
favor
be in the
with a split
back.
decision victory to
All the
retain
way in
his
the back. He should
IBF
be out the
title.
building.
Terrible Tim Witherspoon was the first fighter to bag a knockout in the tourney, beating Frank Bruno into submission after 11 rounds of back-and-forth action. After the champions were established, it was time for the qualifying contenders to get their shot. Stephen Tankston, Bone Crusher Smith, Tony Tucker, Buster Douglas,
Bad
and Iron Mike
character.
Tyson were the fighters that entered the fray.
I'm sorry, I'm a focus now.
Tankston was the weakest link, and that was shown in the opening fight of the quarterfinals, as his spirited effort was overcome by the class of Michael Spinks inside the opening 4 rounds.
Spinks.
Next
Pinky,
up
right?
was the big one, as the newly crowned WBC champion, Trevor Berbick, put his title on the line against the youngest and most anticipated entrant to the series, Iron Mike Tyson.
Well, Mike Tyson is with us now live from Los Angeles. Mike Tyson has every reason to be confident. Mike, is there any way in your mind that you can see you losing this fight?
No way. Perhaps if I chop off both of my arms.
Really going after the knockout now. Big left hook, big right hand by Berbick. Berbick really working for the knockout here.
Trevor Berbick's road to the title
Perhaps.
was the opposite of Tyson's. He was a low-skilled brawler, an aggressive inside fighter that had to overcome the odds on numerous occasions before the wider boxing community took him seriously. Larry Holmes seemingly plucked Berbick out of nowhere during one of his routine Bum of the Month title defenses. Yet the
Yeah, I
Jamaican
saw
showed
Don
himself to
King
be
with
durable
us.
and capable of fighting at top level, pushing the Easton Assassin the full 15-round limit.
I have
Opportunist.
so many people to beat, not just Berbick.
Berbick participated in the drama in the Bahamas soon after the Holmes defeat, where this time he overcame the legendary Muhammad Ali in the Louisville Lips final career bout. The entire event left a sour taste in the mouth of sports fans around the globe. Ali was at his most vulnerable, in need of money but physically incapable of competing at high level due to his crippling Parkinson-like condition. Berbick threw the kitchen sink at the all-time great, particularly in the closing rounds, which didn't exactly help build a positive image for the rising contender.
They gave us, a lot. Just let them, at the end when they get old, let them, be able to live a comfortable life at least.
Instead, leaving a large
They
group of
made
fans
a lot of people
eagerly
rich.
anticipating his comeuppance. Berbick went on to beat the popular
know
rising
that they're not
Ali
good with
clone,
money
Greg
and stuff
Page, in the
a
coming
lot,
months, proving once more that his
Well, you never had money in the first place. How are you gonna expect them to know how to handle them when you get them? It's more conflict than that. Like more
endurance and
to it,
aggression could negate the skill
Abba.
gap between himself
Stop.
and the array of uber-talented contenders at the time. David Bay, Mitch Blood Green, and Pinklin Thomas were the other notable fighters. Berbick
Pinklin,
beat
that's
on his way to
Pinky.
securing the WBC title. By this time, his reputation was that of a fearsome, muscle-bound aggressor with the ability to drag superior boxers into dogfights that suited his style.
I used my horn. You see what mine did? Mine bust him up, didn't it? Oh,
Don King there too.
I got some power on my left.
Tyson looked set to be his most formidable challenge, yet the same emphasis was felt on Iron Mike's side, with even more elevated pressure due to Berbick being far and beyond his toughest test on paper in the professional ring.
This will be the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World.
On November 22nd, 1986, Tyson became the youngest ever
Boo!
challenger for the
Who's
heavyweight
in there in
title
the back?
at just 20 years of age. The reigning champion, Trevor Berbick, entered the ring in the best condition the boxing world has ever seen. Once Mills Lane delivered the fight instructions, the two were ready for battle.
His whole life has been for this night, but Trevor wants to prove that he's one of the great champions.
Am I covering
Let's see how
Trevor?
long his reign
Sorry.
lasts. Mike Tyson
Try not to look in the crowd
him out
because,
here, but he
ugh,
goes for that right hand lead
I
right
lose
away.
my.
Standing toe to toe is not the way. If he doesn't pump that jab in the face, Tyson will come right through him. Tyson with the left bounces it off the forehead of Trevor. Trevor tries to work underneath. Tyson will have no part of it. Notice the movement of the head of Mike.
See the
Tyson.
movement,
He takes
Mike.
the right left jab. Tyson will be able to get underneath it. Oh, wow! With a right, another left hook that just raises. Trevor, with his bravado, could get in some big trouble in a hurry. Berbick is standing directly in front of him. That is, a left hook that really caught him. But this is a poor fight plan. Oh, the right hand gets him behind the left ear. Berbick tries to push him up. Not the way to keep him up. Notice the lazy left. Watch Tyson load up with left and right. And we're just in round one. Tyson clips him with a light left that time. As soon as, a light right hand, but the left hook right there. Notice Tyson throws him in twos and threes. Trevor is getting lazy with the left hand. Clips him with the left hand. Look at that combination. And Berbick ready to go, but he stays on his feet. Another right hand clips him. He can't take shots like this.
You guys see the combo?
Again he's gone. Catches him with a hook. Trevor's ready to go again. Tyson, no
Mike is dictating this one.
Nothing like he did against Bigland Thomas. Fighting in the wrong position. Not using the jab of the bad.
Tyson started perfectly, beating Berbick at his own game on the inside, timing his power punches, asserting his dominance in what was always going to be an explosive, phone booth-style fight. Berbick ended the first with a smirky taunt to suggest he wasn't hurt, but Tyson trainer Kevin Rooney knew
saw
it was a
you.
facade,
We all
as he
saw it.
instructed his man to go and finish the job as quickly.
This guy was Bambi on ice for a second. And I mixed up Pinky with Spinks, my bad.
Championship of the world. Trevor Berbick and Mike Tyson. Tyson goes to work right away, and he gets Trevor in trouble, and he's down.
A beautiful overhand right set Berbick up for the first knockdown of the fight inside 10 seconds. The Jamaican made it back to his feet, but the shot to his equilibrium left him off balance and powerless to Tyson's ruthless attacks.
Here comes Tyson again. He knows he can hurt him anytime. Left hook, right hand.
He doesn't look stable.
With the left. And you see instead he goes to the body downstairs, catches him with the right hand.
Mike coming for blood.
Clean shot. Bangs the body. Wow, with that uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with the right left hook, and he goes down. He goes down. He should be able to get
I'm dizzy just watching this, I'm not gonna lie.
As Trevor Berbick falls back in the rope, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue.
After numerous flush power punches, it was a simple grazing blow that sent Berbick down and eventually out for the count as he stumbled across the ring, trying to desperately
crazy.
regain his composure.
Oh
Tyson
my
had done it.
God.
He broke a 30-year-old record set by another custom auto-trained fighter in Floyd Patterson by becoming the youngest heavyweight champion in history.
We are not trying to see Don King celebrate. Oh my God, it makes me so mad.
A record that is still set in stone to this day.
Well,
Not involved in
way
his
for all my
greatness
life since I
at all.
started the game of boxing.
More
But
destruction.
My trainer, Kevin Rooney, and I.
Look at
I wanna get in
that
here.
snake in the back. We're not trying to
Sacrificed so
see
much,
fake
we put in so much,
teeth.
and I just knew we couldn't fail. I refused to get hurt. I refused to get knocked down. I refused to lose. There's no way in the world.
I'm not trying to see
I was
that
gonna go
gray
up
in
this
the
ring
back,
walking.
like,
I had to
get
be
him out of
dead.
here.
I had to be dead. There's no way I was going to leave
Thief.
this ring alive. I was coming to destroy and win the heavyweight championship of the world, which I done. And I like to dedicate my fight to my great guardian, Customato. And I'm sure he's up there and he's looking and he's talking to all the great fighters and saying his boy did it. He's smiling, that's right.
It was reported
boy
that Tyson
did
was
it.
so overjoyed by his achievements that he just posed in front of a mirror with his new belt for hours after the fight. Customato predicted his man would be the youngest heavyweight
Let's
champ, and there he was,
remember this.
moments after his supposed toughest test, without a mark on his face and a belt around his waist. He did his old master proud.
Trevor Berbick is a mysterious, eccentric character.
After the Tyson fight, Berbick maintained a steady career as a gatekeeper in the heavyweight division. He never worked his way back to title contention, but that was likely due to his private life taking a dark U-turn after losing his title.
And I don't know what went down, but my experience with Mr. Trevor Berbick and people, he was kind of like a bully, tough guy. So you gotta be careful. You're a fighter and you're a tough guy. The odds of you living long is just not good.
During his early career, Berbick was an ordained minister of a popular church in Las Vegas, a self-proclaimed warrior of the cross. He visited prisons and schools preaching honor and discipline in the name of God. He felt his stature as a top heavyweight gave him purpose and incentive to better the lives of those around him. Yet, once his star power faded, he began racking up a long list of convictions ranging from assault with a deadly weapon to sexual misconduct with his family babysitter.
God don't like ugly. And he was ugly. He beat anybody. He beat his daughter. Let me forget about that guy.
Berbick was in and out of the correctional system while seeing out the remainder of his diminishing boxing career. He was eventually deported back to Jamaica in 2002, where it's unknown whether he cleaned up his act, but the fact he was beaten to death by a few family members just 4 years later suggests he was still involved in criminal activity one way or another.
I heard of the story. It was some kind of beef over property, I believe.
Berbick passed away in 2006 after succumbing to a vicious assault committed by his nephew Harold, who was armed with a crowbar and fatally attacked his uncle in what has been reported as a dispute over land. His nephew was convicted a year later and sentenced to life without parole in Portland Prison, Jamaica. Berbick had committed a lot of wrongs in the world, but you'd have to imagine the consequences of boxing had taken their toll on his ability to function in everyday life.
I mean, he said thanks to boxing, he couldn't function. Some people get saved by boxing and sports. So, I mean, we have to take control over emotions and actions at the end of the day. Yes, if you are from where you never get to cope with your issues and stuff, you're already mentally messed up. But don't blame that on like a sport or something. Something else is messed up from the start. Like, look at Mike. Like, he was a broken person. He even said he didn't even like looking back at himself, who he was. But, like, it's not like he blamed boxing for his actions and stuff like that. It saved him in a way, kept him on track in some kind of way. So, yeah, I don't like how he ended the video. Maybe I misunderstood or something, but don't blame the sport. Like, you're already on the edge of something. That's what that is, but just my opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, take care. Have a good day. Hopefully I see you in another video, maybe. Appreciate you watching, though. Bye.